Okay, I would like to call to order the Monday, April 2nd meeting of the City of Monona Finance and Personnel Committee. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Alder Wood?
Here.
Mayor O'Connor?
Here.
Alder Holmquist, okay.
I haven't heard anything from him.
Probably will be
so.
coming late.
Is there a motion to approve the minutes of the March 19th meeting?
So moved.
I will second. Any additions or corrections?
Nope.
All in favor of approving the minutes, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Minutes are approved. Are there any appearances? Doesn't look like it. There is no unfinished business. New business, item 6A, convene in closed session under Wisconsin statute, section 19.85, paragraph 1, paragraph E, deliberating or negotiating the purchasing of public properties, the investing of public funds, or conducting other specified public business whenever competitive or bargaining reasons require a closed session. This involves the West Broadway Hotel Associates LLC development agreement. Is there a motion to go into closed session?
I'll move we go into closed session.
I'll second.
Need a roll call for that?
Yes.
Yep. Mayor O'Connor?
Aye.
Alder Wood?
Aye.
Okay, we're in closed session. Okay, we are back in session. Item 6C, consideration of resolution 18-4-2261, approving a development agreement with West Broadway Hotel Associates LLC. Is there a motion?
Yeah, I would move approval.
I thought
Yes.
this is first, we were gonna do a first
Or,
read.
well, my thought was at least forward it to the council so that it's,
Oh.
doesn't need to come back here again.
Sure,
Listed.
I'll second.
Okay. Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
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 Opposed? Motion passes. Item 6D, consideration of resolution 18-4-2256, amending the design and construction administration services contract with Strand Associates for the Riverfront Development Phase 1 infrastructure. Is there a motion to approve?
Move approval.
Second.
Dan?
Thank you, Mayor. The current contract is to complete infrastructure design for Phase 1. With the news that the hotel is coming, there's a need to complete the infrastructure design for the Phase 2 and the Phase 3 portion as well. The amendment would add an additional $70,100 to the design contract. And for Phase 1, 2, and 3, the infrastructure design would include the streets, curb and gutter, lighting, the water, sanitary sewer, and the stormwater utilities for the entire riverfront development.
Any questions?
Nope, I don't.
Hearing none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes.
Thank you.
Item 6E, consideration of resolution 18-4-2258, amending the 2018 capital budget to fund various parks projects. Is there a motion to approve this one?
Second.
I think this was the amendment we requested that
Yeah.
spelled out exactly how we were paying for a couple of projects that were over budget.
Yes.
Okay.
So if you kind of go to this, the resolution kind of describes it in words, but just kind of on the page attached to the resolution, it just shows what the boat launch, tennis court, and the community center improvements are, where we're at compared to the budget, and how we're going to fund them. So the boat launch, $16,000, the current fund balance is reducing the boat launch amount. Then we want to call park engineering, so we reduced that from 50 down to 10,000. So we have 40,000 to reallocate. So we reallocated that between the boat launch, tennis courts, and the community center improvements, which basically covered the tennis court and the community center. So the remaining amounts with the fund balance was applied to the boat launch, and then I put loan from general fund, which is the money that's coming from the general fund to cover it, the overage, and then that's with the 2% interest on top of that, you pay back over.
And that's what the park department
Yes.
will be paying back from the boat launch fees
Yes, correct.
to the general fund. Mr. Holmquist?
And was the loan from the general fund really allocated to borrowing?
Yeah, it'll be allocated to, capital projects.
Any other questions?
Nope.
Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? Motion passes. Item, let's see where I am here. 6F, consideration of resolution 18-4-2254, authorizing a revised engineering and observation services contract for Bridge Road and McKenna Road. Is there a motion to approve?
Move approval.
Second.
Thank you, Mayor.
Dan?
This is a request to revise the contracts for Bridge Road and McKenna Road. In 2015, City Council authorized engineering for Bridge Road, and in 2016, authorized engineering for a group of roads that included McKenna. McKenna is the balance of the group of roads that we reconstructed last year. McKenna was put on hold until the city could determine whether sidewalks or a path of some sort would be constructed along McKenna when it's reconstructed. So that is on hold until the Bike Ped Committee this year comes up with a final document, and then the Public Works Committee and City Council will determine sidewalks or a path or whatever would go in along with McKenna. So that's the reason McKenna was delayed. The resolution and fiscal note can be confusing with the breakdown of the dollars that are requested with this resolution. The Bridge Road final engineering would take place in 2018. Construction is tentatively set for 2019. Final engineering for McKenna would take place in 2019 and construction in 2020. As of right now, Bridge Road final design is estimated to cost $93,300. We already have that money budgeted in our capital budget as previously passed. The 2019 capital budget would account for the construction administration services dollars of $105,200. We do have unspent funds from Bridge Road and McKenna Road totaling $184,600. So that would allow us to complete our final design for Bridge Road this year and keep us on track for reconstruction in 2019. For Bridge Road, because of the delay, the contract needs to be adjusted for the labor for the past 3 years, 4 years.
You mean McKenna, you said Bridge.
For Bridge Road
Okay.
right now. Along with, for Bridge Road design, there will be improvements to the Yahar Bridge as part of the Bridge Road reconstruction. There will be intersection improvements at Winnequa Road and Bridge Road, decorative lighting along Bridge Road. There's coordination with MG&E for the power relocation. We are planning to do the open cut across Broadway for the water main upgrade rather than boring under Broadway. And then additional construction observation hours for the Yahar Bridge and intersection improvements. So those are the added scope items for the Bridge Road engineering. As far as McKenna goes, for 2019 final engineering, the extension of McKenna Road reconstruction will include the 5-way intersection past Greenway, and then a rate adjustment for the 4-year delay. So the McKenna Road dollars will account for in the 2019 and 2020 capital budgets, as well as for Bridge Road, the construction administration dollars will be accounted for in the 2019 capital budget. So it's just a request to clean up the contracts.
Are there any questions?
Gotta make sure I have it correct.
Yeah.
It's a
So,
confusing
I
one.
think I'm gonna oversimplify it to make sure I have it.
Mhm.
We had money set aside for both Bridge and McKenna. We didn't spend it. McKenna went on hold, Bridge was on hold. Now we're gonna do the design work for Bridge. We have enough money because we didn't do these two projects. Although the cost has changed for the bridge because the scope of work has changed to include some additional pieces.
Right.
We have the money set aside to do that. This is to authorize us to do the additional scope with the idea of that's all we're gonna do in 2018. 2019 will be doing that work and planning McKenna, which is yet to be determined.
Right.
It increases the scope of that project as well,
Correct.
within construction 2020.
For McKenna, correct.
Okay.
For, total allocated for Bridge Road for design was 155, 100. There has only been 60,000 that have been spent on Bridge Road completing preliminary design. And then as far as McKenna, as part of the larger group, $76,000 had been spent on preliminary design. So preliminary design for both roads has been completed. This would be moving into the final design stage, the remaining dollars.
Makes sense.
Any other questions?
No.
No?
that's-
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes.
Thank you.
Item 6G, consideration of resolution 18-4-2257, award of bid for 2018 emergency generator project. Is there a motion?
Move approval.
Second.
Dan?
Thank you, Mayor. We received bids on March 2nd from 4 contractors for the generator project. Well 3 will receive a replacement generator, and City Hall will receive a replacement generator. Both generators will be diesel with automatic switchover. The bid included 2 alternates for a combined bid award that I'm seeking of $246,900. The alternate bid items would be for the removal of the old natural gas engine and power takeoff drive at well 3. That old generator only ran the booster station, the booster pumps. The new generator will run the entire operation at well 3. And the second alternate item would remove the concrete base at well 3. The low bid contractor is A1 Electric, and we had worked with them before with good results. They were a sub on our 2015 water facility improvements project.
Any questions?
Nope.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dan. Item 6H, consideration of resolution 18-4-2255, purchase approval of a 2018 Braun 169-inch XL Chief Type 3 ambulance. Is there a motion?
Did you move?
Yeah.
Second.
Chief Sullivan.
Mayor, this is for the replacement of our current backup ambulance, Rescue 6-2, which is getting outdated. The purchase price includes the trade-in of that ambulance. And we had budgeted $200,000 with the trade-in and the Braun concessions. It came in at $194,358.
Any questions?
I do.
Alderwood?
Are there other expenses then to finalize getting the ambulance ready to go into service?
There will be some. One of the things that Chris and I were just talking about is I talked to the chief from Fond du Lac, and they just put on a new video system, camera system. It actually has cameras on all 4 sides, so it gives you a 360 view of what's going on outside of the ambulance, not inside the ambulance.
Right.
Can't have cameras inside the ambulance
Right.
right now because of HIPAA. But if there is an accident, anything like that, it takes back, I think, 30 seconds prior to the accident and gives you the footage. It gives you the footage of all 360 all the way around the vehicle. I'd like to look into that to see what the cost is on that. It's something that's fairly new. I'd like to talk to the Fond du Lac chief again to discuss it, but that would be one thing that, if we decided that we wanted to move forward with it, I'd like to be able to utilize that extra money to purchase that if it's something that we wanted to move forward with.
Okay, but it's basically, it is, because the police cars, usually they aren't really fitted out to go in.
But we also do have, I think, 5,000 in for
so
loose equipment, and we have.
This has all of the lights, the sirens, all of that the squad cars do not.
Right.
We will need to move the radios over, which the radios in our current Rescue 6.2 will work for that. There'll be some little miscellaneous nuts,
Mounts.
bolts, mounts, that type of stuff.
Yeah.
Nothing
Okay.
major, like the
Right.
installation of the squad cars.
Any other questions? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? Motion passes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Finally, item 7, acceptance of general fund accounts payable checks dated March 16th to the 29th, 2018. Documentation of invoices paid is available in the city clerk's office.
All right.
Mr. Hotaker.
So, again, mine's a little bit different what you have in your packet. What I have is different what you have. But I'm going to start with page 1 on the Vance disposal. That's just our monthly bill. Just want to look at the rebate, which is on target so far for 2018. At the very bottom, actually, with the attorneys, some of the things they've been working on for us. It goes into that, into the next page. Page 5.
Mark, I had a question on your page 2. The floor refinishing at the community center, I understand that they're going to have to redo that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Have we paid for the entire bill already, or?
I believe we have it.
I think we have.
Is that the whole thing?
I think it is. I don't
I'll have to
remember.
double check. I don't know.
remember a deposit. I think it was the full amount.
I thought, when I met with Jake last week, he told me that they're going to be redoing it. I thought soon. April, do you know? I thought it was in the next, maybe even over this weekend. I can't remember.
He'll be here. I can ask him. when he
Yeah.
comes.
Okay.
So kind of on page 5, I was going to kind of touch on that a little force. Community center restroom repairs, that has been needed. Underneath that is landmark services, their fuel. We're eventually going to be working with Quick Trip too now with some fuel savings. So we will have 2 different types of fuel that we go to. It looks like we're getting a really good deal from Quick Trip too. So some savings with that, thanks to Dan. Page 6, RNOW Inc., the street sweeper, which was part of the capital budget, which we just received. A couple down from there, Robinson Brothers are finishing up the demo on Riverfront. Page 8, U.S. Chemical Storage LLC. That is the pool project. As you probably saw, there's some, I don't know if you saw today, there's some trucks that were down there, so they're starting to work on the community center pool area. So they'll be working on that here this week and for a while. Page 12, Kilgus, even just kind of hit in that. It seems like the boiler, and this is the 2400 is for the community center. Just, boilers, they add up. This is one of those things that just repairs, it happens. Page 14, national entertainment. Just one thing to touch on the Easter egg candy. So that was the Easter egg hunt that was on Saturday, even though it rained, it was still very successful, so. And that's all I have.
Okay, any questions?
No.
Is there a motion to accept the bills?
I'll move to accept the accounts payable checks.
I'll second.
Any other questions? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. Is there a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
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 Opposed? We are adjourned.